So, Elisa, now that we've convinced our listeners that repetition is powerful, the next question is, how do you actually fit it into your day?
Right, because no one wants to sit for an hour saying, "Can I have, please?" until their cat looks at them funny.
Exactly. Fluency doesn't come from long, exhausting drills. It comes from micro practice, tiny moments you repeat throughout your day.
Like little English snacks instead of a giant English meal.
Imagine you're brushing your teeth. 2 minutes, twice a day, that's the perfect time to repeat a short phrase.
I love that. You're not even thinking too hard. You just mumble, "How are you today?" over and over while brushing.
Or while waiting for the kettle to boil. 30 seconds. Repeat, "I'll have a cup of tea, please."
By the way, British listeners, yes, we chose tea just for you.
Now, another micro practice trick, connect phrases to actions. For example, every time you open a door, say, "Excuse me, may I come in?"
That's brilliant. It builds a physical memory. The action of opening a door triggers the phrase.
Listeners, think of one routine action you do 10 times a day. Maybe checking your phone, putting on shoes, or pouring water. Attach a phrase to it.
Soon it'll feel natural, like Pavlov's dog, but in English.
Let's role play. You're on a bus. You see the driver, and in your head, you repeat, "Could you tell me the next stop?"
Even if you don't say it aloud, the mental rehearsal still counts.
Exactly. Repetition doesn't always mean speaking out loud. You can whisper, mouth the words, or even think them in rhythm.
And then when one day you really need to ask, the phrase is ready like a loaded arrow.
Another idea, record yourself. Say the same phrase 5 times into your phone, then play it back.
Oh, that's so useful. You hear how you sound, and you can repeat along with yourself.
Plus, it's encouraging. You'll notice improvement after just a week of these tiny practices.
I remember when I practiced, "I'm sorry, I didn't understand." I repeated it every night before bed. After a week, it rolled off my tongue without thought.
Here's the cultural side. English speakers actually admire repetition when it shows politeness.
Like when someone says, thank you so much." The double thank you is warm, not weird.
Right. So micro practice doesn't just prepare your sentences, it prepares your tone to match real interactions.
Let's test this out live. Nico, pick a phrase.
Okay. Could you help me, please?
Great. Let's repeat it 3 different ways for micro practice. First, calm. "Could you help me, please?"
Now, a little louder, like you're in a busy station. Could you help me, please?
And now playful. "Could you help me, please?"
Perfect. Listeners, you can do this anywhere. Add emotion, add volume changes. It keeps the repetition fun.
Some learners say, "But I don't have time." Honestly, you don't need extra time.
Exactly. You are ready, stand in line, wash dishes, wait for your phone to charge.
Those moments are gold. You can repeat, "Excuse me," 20 times while waiting for the elevator.
And nobody even notices. You just look like you're humming to yourself.
I think of it like drops of water. Each small repetition is a drop. Day after day, it fills your English bucket.
Beautiful metaphor. You don't feel the progress in one drop, but over a month, your bucket is heavy with fluent phrases.
And it doesn't feel overwhelming because no one minds a 5-second practice.
In fact, those micro practices might be more effective than a 1-hour cram session.
Want to try a micro challenge right now?
Sure.
Okay, listeners, choose the phrase, "Nice to meet you." Repeat it every time we pause in the next few minutes.
Ready? Pause. Nice to meet you.
Again, pause. "Nice to meet you."
And once more. Pause. Nice to meet you.
There you go. 3 repetitions already done without even planning.
And here's the cool part. You can recycle phrases. The same ones appear in dozens of situations.
Yes! Like, could you works everywhere, on the bus, in the office, at the cafe.
So if you repeat it today, you'll use it tomorrow without hesitation.
That's the power of micropractice. Small, repeatable, useful.
Let's end this section with a playful example. Elisa, let's pretend we're at a shop. You'll be the customer, but you can only use repetition.
Okay. Can I try this on? Can I try this on? Can I try this on?
The shop assistant would think you're excited.
Exactly. Even silly practice teaches fluency.
So learners, don't wait for study time. Sneak in micro practice while living your normal life.
And trust us, those little phrases will grow roots in your brain faster than you think.
So far, we've talked about why repetition works and how to sneak it into your daily routine. Now let's add a little music. Literally.
Ooh, I like where this is going. Rhythm makes repetition more fun, right?
Exactly. Think about how songs get stuck in your head. It's the rhythm. Even if you don't want to, you keep repeating the lyrics.
Like that one song you hear at the supermarket and suddenly you're humming it while cooking.
Yes, exactly. That's the same effect we want for your English. If you repeat with rhythm, the phrases stick.
Let's paint a scene. You're at a cafe, there's chatter, cups clinking. You step up to the counter and say, "Can I get a coffee, please?"
Now, here's the trick. Repeat it 3 times, but with rhythm. Tap your fingers if you can. Ready?
Can I get a coffee, please?
Again.
Can I get a coffee, please?
Once more.
Can I get a coffee, please?
See how smooth that feels? The phrase is almost dancing.
Roleplay can be playful too. Nico, you're the barista. Ask me what I want.
Hi there. What would you like today?
Can I get a coffee, please? Can I get a coffee, please?
The poor barista might bring you 2 coffees.
But as a learner, that repetition in roleplay is gold.
Now, another scene. You're on the bus. You want to ask, does this bus go downtown?
Okay, let's repeat it like a chant. Does this bus go downtown? Does this bus go downtown?
Add rhythm. Does this bus go downtown?
Once more. Does this bus go downtown?
It's catchy, right? You could whisper it while waiting at the stop, and by the time you board, it's ready to roll.
This is where repetition and rhythm connect with culture. English speakers often keep a certain melody in their sentences.
Yes, that up and down intonation like, could you help me? Rising at the end.
So repeating in rhythm isn't just memory, it's accent training too.
Absolutely. If you learn the music of English, you'll sound more natural.
Let's role play an office situation. You need help from a colleague. The phrase is, "Could you explain that again, please?"
First, slow and steady. Could you explain that again, please?
Now with rhythm, "Could you explain that again, please?"
And faster. Could you explain that again, please?
Careful, your colleague might think you're rapping instead of asking.
True, but even playful practice prepares you for real-life serious moments.
Want to know my secret? I used to write phrases like song lyrics. I'd repeat them while walking to school.
That's clever. So you were basically giving yourself an English soundtrack.
Exactly. And it worked. When I needed to ask something in class, the phrase came out like music.
Let's invite listeners to try it. Choose one phrase you need often. Maybe, I don't understand. Say it 3 times with us.
I don't understand.
Again.
I don't understand.
One more.
I don't understand.
Now, add rhythm. Tap your desk or thigh as you say it.
I don't understand.
That's rhythm practice. It makes the phrase unforgettable.
Here's the motivational note. Repetition with rhythm is like exercise. At first it feels mechanical, but soon your body enjoys it.
Yes, it becomes playful, almost like dancing with English words.
And you don't need music or instruments. Your voice is the instrument.
or your steps as you walk. You can sync phrases to your footsteps.
Brilliant! Good morning, good morning, good morning. Step, step, step.
You know, actors practice this way too. They repeat their lines with rhythm so they remember under pressure.
That's why role play with rhythm is powerful. You're rehearsing for real-life performance.
And when the real cafe or bus or office moment comes, you'll deliver your lines smoothly, without thinking.
Just like a rehearsed but natural song.
Let's end this section with a fun mini scene. Elisa, you be the tourist, I'll be the taxi driver.
Okay. Could you take me to the station, please? Could you take me to the station, please?
Of course, ma'am.
See? My repetition made me sound confident, even if I was nervous inside.
Exactly. Listeners, try your own mini scenes. Add rhythm. Repeat. Let it flow. Okay, Elisa. Now we're getting into something a bit more advanced, but still fun. Echoing and shadowing.
Oh, yes, I love this one. It's basically copying native speakers word for word, right?
Exactly. Think of it like a shadow following the sun. You mirror every sound, rhythm, and intonation.
And your brain absorbs it naturally without thinking about grammar rules.
Let's start simple. Imagine a short phrase. What time does the train leave?
First, listen. Then, immediately repeat it exactly as you hear it.
That's echoing. Your brain and mouth work together to produce the same melody of English.
And shadowing is similar, but you follow along while the speaker is still talking.
Right. It's like trying to keep up with a fast river of words.
Here's a little role play for echoing. Nico, say the sentence as a native speaker would.
Could you tell me where the bathroom is?
Echoing. Could you tell me where the bathroom is?
Good. Now let's speed it up slightly. Could you tell me where the bathroom is?
Matching rhythm. Could you tell me where the bathroom is?
Perfect. Notice the rising intonation at the end there? That's natural English.
And listeners, you can do this with videos, podcasts, or TV shows.
Pick short sentences. Repeat right after the speaker, and you'll be amazed how quickly your pronunciation and fluency improve.
And it's playful. You can even mimic gestures or facial expressions if you want to.
But careful in public, you might look like a mini actor.
Let's try a public transport scenario. Phrase, is this seat taken?
Say it slowly first. Is this seat taken?
Repeat it once more, but shadow me immediately after I say it. Is this seat taken?
Now, imagine saying it while walking past someone. Is this seat taken?
Shadowing helps with timing, stress, and natural flow. It's like dancing with English words.
A cultural tip here, native speakers often contract words. What's up instead of what is up.
If you echo exactly what you hear, you naturally pick up contractions and real-life speech patterns.
Which is way more useful than memorizing textbook phrases that nobody actually says.
And it's motivating. You sound more like a real English speaker immediately.
I remember when I first shadowed a short news clip.
How did it feel?
Tricky at first, I was racing the speaker, but by the third repetition, my rhythm matched theirs almost perfectly.
That's the magic of shadowing. Your brain is literally learning speech patterns, not just words.
Listeners, try this little exercise. Choose a 5-second audio clip. Listen once, then echo each sentence exactly. Repeat 3 times.
Next, shadow it. Start speaking just a fraction of a second after the speaker, trying to match intonation.
Even if it feels fast, that tension trained your brain to process English quickly.
Another tip, record yourself while shadowing. Then, play back.
You'll hear the progress immediately, which is super motivating.
And don't worry if your accent isn't perfect. The goal is fluency and natural rhythm.
Fluency over perfection, always.
Let's do a role play. A scenario, ordering food at a fast food place.
I'll be the speaker. I'd like a cheeseburger and fries, please.
Echoing, I'd like a cheeseburger and fries, please.
Shadowing version. I say it slowly, you follow along immediately. I'd like a cheeseburger and fries, please.
Done, and it sounds smoother each time.
Motivation note. Echoing and shadowing might feel challenging at first.
Yes, it can be like racing your own shadow. But remember, your shadow never falls behind. It eventually catches up.
Perfect metaphor. Every repetition makes your English more automatic.
And the best part is, you can do this anywhere. Podcasts, TV shows, even with a friend.
Yes, just pick short, useful phrases. Echo, shadow, repeat.
In a week, your speech will feel smoother. In a month, your fluency will improve noticeably.
That's the power of echo and shadowing. Real-life English in action.
Let's end this section with a mini practice. Phrase. Excuse me, could you help me find this address?
First echo. Excuse me, could you help me find this address?
Shadowing now. Excuse me, could you help me find this address?
One more time with rhythm. Excuse me, could you help me find this address?
Listeners, notice how much smoother that sounds already.
Here we are, the final piece of our fluency puzzle, turning repetition into habit.
Ah, yes, because all those repeats we've been talking about are amazing, but they're even better if they become automatic.
Exactly. If repetition is consistent, it's no longer practice. It's part of your daily life.
Like brushing your teeth or tying your shoes, you just do it without thinking.
Let's start with a small motivational tip. Pick one phrase you really need. Maybe, could you help me? Or, I'd like a coffee, please.
Focus on it for 1 week. Say it every day, in multiple situations, multiple times.
And link it to a routine. Morning coffee? Repeat your phrase. Walking to work? Repeat another phrase.
Over time, you'll be surprised. Your brain starts producing the phrase automatically.
Another trick is to make it playful. Turn your repetition into a tiny game.
Yes! Count how many times you can say excuse me while walking around your home without tripping over furniture.
Safe version, don't practice while carrying hot coffee.
Yes, safety first.
Micro goals help a lot. For example, decide, today I will repeat my 3 key phrases 10 times.
And track it. Write a small check mark on a sticky note every time you do it.
Seeing those checks grows motivation. Your brain loves visible progress.
Plus, it's satisfying. You can almost feel your English fluency growing with each mark.
Let's role play habit building. Scenario, you're at the supermarket. Your phrase is, do you have this in another size?
First, echo it a few times in your head while picking up items. Do you have this in another size?
Then say it out loud in front of a mirror. Shadow your imagined shop assistant.
Finally, when you really encounter someone, it slips out naturally. No panic.
That's how habits form. Small, repeated practice plus real-life application.
Cultural tip. Native English speakers often appreciate repeated, polite phrases. They signal respect.
So turning repetition into habit also improves social interactions.
And when it's automatic, you can focus on conversation flow instead of struggling for words.
Another method, combine repetition with memory triggers.
Like what?
Associate phrases with objects or times of day. Coffee cup equals, I'd like a coffee, please. Morning shower equals, could you pass me the towel?
That's genius. Soon, seeing the object instantly reminds you of the English phrase.
Also, share your habit with someone, a friend, a classmate, or even your pet.
My cat loves listening to me repeat, I don't understand. Not sure if she learns, though.
Nah, maybe she does, but accountability works, even if it's imaginary.
Let's do a playful habit exercise right now. Choose a phrase. I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Now, repeat it 3 times aloud with me. I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
One more time fast.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Feel smoother already, right? Imagine doing this daily in tidy moments.
Motivation note.
Even when life gets busy, these small habits take less than 2 minutes, but they compound.
And the more you repeat, the more confident you become.
Eventually, your phrases flow naturally in real conversations without thinking.
And here's a gentle tip. Don't stress if you miss a day. Habits aren't ruined by one skipped session.
Exactly. Just return tomorrow, repeat, and the habit strengthens. Consistency beats perfection.
Finally, celebrate your progress. Notice how phrases come easier, how sentences flow.
That feeling is proof your brain is rewiring for fluency.
And once repetition becomes a habit, English stops being a struggle. It becomes a familiar companion in your daily life.
Listeners, imagine going through your day naturally saying phrases, feeling confident and fluent. That's the goal.
So, micro practice, rhythm, echoing, shadowing, all combined, plus habit building. That's your roadmap to fluent English through repetition.
And remember, even small efforts daily grow into powerful skills over time.
Hello, English learners. Welcome back to Life Talk English. I'm Nico.
And I'm Elisa.
Tonight, we're cozying up with one of the simplest yet strangely powerful tools for fluency, repetition.
Ah, yes. The word most students roll their eyes at. Repeat again? Really? But repetition is where the magic happens.
Exactly. And you know what? This might be harder than it sounds, because repeating doesn't just mean saying the same word over and over like a parrot.
Right. It's more like giving your brain extra practice laps, so the sentence becomes smooth, natural, and almost automatic.
Liking what you hear? Hit that like button and subscribe to join us for more, but only if this is your kind of learning.
And before we dive in, tell us in the comments, where are you listening from and what time is it right now? We love imagining our learners around the world.
Now, settle in, maybe grab a notebook or just relax with your headphones on, and let's ease into today's English journey together. Picture this. You walk into a bakery in the morning. The smell of bread, a little chatter in the background. You want to say, "Can I have a croissant, please?"
Nice choice. But if it's the first time you try that sentence, you might stumble. Can I have, crow?
Exactly. But if you repeat it 5, 10, 20 times, even whispering to yourself on the bus, the sentence slides out easily the next time.
Like a favorite song lyric. You don't pause in the middle of singing because the repetition has glued the words into your memory.
There's actually science here. Repetition moves phrases from short-term memory into long-term memory.
And even more, your mouth muscles remember too. That's why we call it muscle memory. If you've repeated, "Can I have, please," enough times, your tongue and lips just know what to do.
Listeners, try it with us now. Can I have, please?
See it again. Can I have, please?
One more time. Can I have, please?
You see, the rhythm itself feels soothing.
Here's the cultural note. English speakers love polite repetition. We don't say, "Give me coffee." We repeat patterns like, "Can I have?" or "Could I get?" again and again in daily life.
So repeating these polite phrases is not just practice, it's matching real cultural habits.
And repetition can make you sound kinder.
Unless you repeat too much. Imagine, can I have? The barista would think you're broken.
True. The key is practicing repetition in private, so in public, it comes out just once, smooth and confident.
I'll tell you something. When I was learning Spanish, I repeated "una cerveza, por favor" so many times in my room.
And when you finally ordered?
Instantly, the waiter nodded. My repetition worked.
See, that's the point. You practice in safe spaces, so when the real-life moment comes, you're ready.
Let's do another role play. Imagine you're at the airport check-in counter. The phrase is, "I'd like to check in, please."
First time, you might trip. I'd like to check in, but if you've repeated it like a small mantra, it comes naturally. I'd like to check in, please.
Say it slowly with us once. "I'd like to check in, please."
Now a little faster. I'd like to check in, please.
And now, whisper it to yourself wherever you are. "I'd like to check in, please."
That whispering practice, do it while walking, waiting, even brushing your teeth.
It's almost like giving yourself a quiet concert of English.
The brain adores repetition in rhythm. Think about how kids learn nursery rhymes over and over until it sticks.
And no shame in it. Adults learn the same way.
Here's something fun. Elisa, try saying thank you very much 5 times quickly.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay. See, it gets smoother each time. Listeners, try along.
You'll notice your tongue gets faster, less clumsy. That's fluency building in action.
But repetition isn't only about speed. It's also about confidence.
Exactly. You don't have to pause and think, how do I say this again? The phrase just pops up ready to use.
And confidence changes everything. People respond better when you speak without hesitation.
Plus, your brain relaxes when it knows the phrase is safe, practiced, and familiar.
Now, some people worry, won't I get bored repeating?
Not if you do it playfully. Try changing your tone. Happy, sad, whisper, serious. Repeat with emotion.
And now in a whisper, can I have a croissant, please?
See, you're practicing pronunciation and emotion at the same time. Repetition can also be musical. Tap your fingers while you say the phrase, like a beat.
That's powerful. It's rhythm training, almost like rap practice.
Can I have a coffee, please? Can I have a tea with these?
Okay, that's catchy. I bet listeners will hum that later.
Here's a final thought. Repetition is not a baby method. It's the advanced tool of every actor, singer, and public speaker.
Absolutely. Professionals rehearse lines dozens of times so they can sound natural on stage.
So when you repeat, you're not just practicing English, you're training like a performer.
And that's why repetition works. It turns shaky sentences into effortless speech.